Yeah. I talked about before, they've slowed right down, that pace has dropped right off, so they're very relaxed as they swim. It's nowhere near as fast as it was on the first lap heading out to that first yellow mark.
Philo, they make it look so easy. I just Mark LaPrice says, and he can swim himself because they make it look so easy. They do.
Yeah, they really do. It's you've got to remember these guys are doing a lot of Ks in the water, so they do a lot of distance, and it definitely shows there. We can see our fourth place getter. He's got a beautiful long loping stroke. Could it be Pete?
Yes, but don't you hate it when you get stuck in no man's land, Philo?
Could that be Pete sitting in fourth?
Do you know it could be? I reckon it could be. I don't know a lot of strokes, but it's so long, he's so relaxed and loping, I would not be surprised if that's Pete Jacobs.
That's Zane sitting in fifth, I can see there. So Zane sitting in fifth.
We've just been advised that they are going to do a battery change on the drone, so we might lose a little footage in a couple of minutes, but it'll be up and running before you know it. So we'll hope for the finish, which is going to be the most important.
Yeah, tough part of this race for us, being the callers, is knowing when these females are coming through. They're doing a wonderful job, and they've obviously got to go and work their way through that pack. We've got a beautiful big line now strung out. I wonder whether our leaders are going to be fast enough to catch up to those tail enders. Now, if we look straight out to the yellow can, it looks like that's the back markers. So our leaders coming down to the first white can, they're going to get back out and do a whole other lap now. So they might catch up to those the tail enders of the females. But unfortunately, at the moment, we can't really see what's going on with the females as they make their way through those gates.
Philo, I've just been advised it's Tom Henderson in fourth place. Not Peter Jacobson, Tom Henderson. So he's from Brisbane Grammar, so he's having a great race.
Yeah, beautiful stroke there. So you can tell there's a real full stroke there. He's got a beautiful long high elbow action. He gets his arms nice and far out. So you never know as this race goes, he might catch up back to that front lead. Now, I've got to tell you, Dino, I'm sitting here watching now and we can see that red kayak out there. That front group, someone just stopped. I reckon someone stopped and said it's your turn to lead. So we're getting there. They're taking their time. You can see someone, that young bloke you're just talking about there, he's slowly starting to close that gap. He might be back with that group shortly.
Henderson, from Brisbane Grammar. It's you guys do that. You just kind of go, no, I'm pulling up the stumps. It's your turn to have a little lead now.
Yeah, it happens a lot, especially in long distance swimming. We saw over there at the not this Olympics, but the previous Olympics, they actually took their time the whole way. So I was over at Rio and they swam quite relaxed the whole way. With 800 metres to go, that tempo just went through the roof. They were swimming very relaxed for, what's that, 9.2 kilometres. They swam easy and then sprinted the last 800.
You feel for the poor people that have got no kick, the true old skaters that are just taking the paces off and going. I was one of those, so I never used to like that. That's racing.
It certainly is now. We've just had a couple of people come up and say what a game changer that drone footage is. It just gives you an insight to what happens out there. We saw them run into each other, they hit them on the hip, they were jumping in behind, one would go back up to the lead. When that drone gets back up, I think the best spot to watch that will be inside because it's going to be absolute fireworks in this last can back to the shore.
Well, it was fireworks in the first lap down the back, even when they were going in, they were bumping into each other at all. It's very, very interesting to see that
Yeah, and now we're I'm just trying to scan out there to see if we can see the females coming through. A couple of people heading for that cone, a couple of people going the inside gate, so a little bit of confusion just straight out here in front, but the great thing is they're all getting around the course.
We're back up and running again, we've been told, so footage is up and going again. If you want to head into the beach pad and have a little look, or get on your phones and jump onto the YouTube site. Yeah, we'd have our leading females now. They're all saying they've made our way past us, so mentioned a few of them out there. It's Susie O'Neill, Matt Butterfly, two-time Olympic gold medalist. Linda McKenzie, /single, former Olympic gold medalist too, and we have Stephanie Alba, who's going to do the double after taking out yesterday's hackathon. Big shout out to all our competitors. We finished this morning in 350 and 750. Well done to yourselves. Bit of duck diving going out there, Philo, looks like. So, yeah, the tide's definitely going out.
Yeah, it really is. It's made a bit of a difference. It's amazing how it happens up here in the Whitsundays. Once it turns, it really rushes out quite fast. Now, doing a couple of duck dives, there's one problem with that is you're going to get gas really fast. start mid-race, and you're doing that, you've got to hold your breath when you do a duck dive, so you're creating panic. So I've got a parent. The only time I'd be doing that is at the end when I'm coming back into the shore.
Yeah, but there's definitely a bit of a current behind them when they do head back around after that first lap, which life is quite needy.
Yeah, well, the live feed's back up now, and we talked about young Thomas. He's sitting there in fourth. He's not too far away. He's nearly caught them, so we can see a little bit of kick going up here. It looks like we're on. This is going to be a really tough race. This front three are really working hard now.
So they're halfway down the back. We're probably looking at them heading towards 1,500 metres. Below, they've got about 500 metres to go, and there's still nothing between our top three.
Yeah, they've been running now at 17 minutes and 16 seconds, so that's a long time to be moving at. Last year they came in just roughly around 24 minutes.
So we're looking probably another 7 minutes before we're crowning our 2024 Hamilton oceanswim champion.
Yeah, we've got Jacob Bell there on the right-hand side with Jack Clayton on the left-hand side. Those two guys are just going to have a bit of a battle out. It's going to be great to see what happens with this finish here. I believe that's Luke Willen sitting there in third place. He's just sitting in the perfect spot there. So the two boys right out in front now. There's a little bit of ego there. They'd be battling it out in front. They're both having to hit those waves, whereas Luke's sitting in third. He's going to get a beautiful ride there. He'll be very relaxed, saving his cookies, getting ready for that last sprint. And it's going to be on, ladies and gentlemen. I highly advise getting inside to watch it with the drone because you're going to see all the action explode right in front of us.
Yeah, it's, I'm almost seeing is this deja vu from last year. We had Jacob Bell leading the same position with about 400, 300 to go. We had Jenny sitting to his outside last year, and then we had our triathlon champion last year, Josh Ferris, was in the mix. He was third, he ended up finishing second. Now we've got Luke Millen. It's a very similar scenario to last year.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going through their heads right now, so all three guys will be thinking about how they're going to approach the finish, where the sprint's going to start from, who's going to go first. It's a bit of an ego thing. The first person to go, the other two will jump on the second that happens, but they're going to be holding off for as long as they can because they don't want to use their cookies up too early. They want to make sure they can do that all the way back to shore.
Are you starting to think you can position now? If you're Jacob, do you think, okay, I want to hold the inside going around the turn? Or if you're Jet, are you thinking, do I need to, I don't want to sit outside and go around the can?
No, not yet. Not yet. The big thing with that is it's a long way out. I'd give that probably 250 metres, that yellow marker out there, so it is a long way. Now you can see they're just starting to catch up to the tail enders of the 2K. So it's going to be a bit of a minefield for these swimmers. So once they do turn that can and they make their way back to shore, they're going to have to zigzag their way through, or they're going to have to go left and go ring the whole thing.
It's phenomenal. Just looking for a turtle out there to be really honest with you, fella.
What about the footage? How good is this?
I'm looking for Nessie out there. Nessie I'm waiting to.
Well, right now they're very relaxed. You can see that stroke rate. Jeff and Jacob very in time there. Both reaching out, extending the arm out, trying to stay as calm as they can. They'll be talking to themselves in their head. They'll be setting themselves up, getting themselves ready for that jump. And I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty excited to see what happens.
It's racing. That's the beauty of it. That's what keeps us coming back. We don't know what's going to unfold in that sport. But it looks like your young fella may have surged to the front here. And potentially could be looking to go around the can first.
Yeah, he might do that. I don't think he's going to go from that far out. It is a long way. You've got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, this live feed is a little bit delayed. So it's probably got about a 10 or 12 second delay. So we can see out there now, if you want to look out at the ocean, there is a red kayak leading them. So 8 seconds. There we go. It's close. I gave it a stab.
Yeah, they are just about to approach the turning buoy out the back, the yellow one, and make their way into the beach. So we're probably about 250 metres away from, as I mentioned, crowning our 2024 champion.
Yeah, well, I'm going to stand out here. I'm going to get double. I'm going to watch out through the pavilion, and then I'm going to step back inside. All right, there's a little bit of action in the can. It's starting to heat up. I can tell you right now. That kick's starting to come into play already.
I've got to say, Luke Willen is absolutely charged. It's all like Donkey Kong fella. Yeah, this is game on. This is what we were talking about. Oh.
Hey,
and Luke Willen was absolutely bolting there behind the leaders and surged to the front. But now it is on, and this is really going to get interesting. I think it's going to come down to a run up the beach.
Oh, this is exciting stuff. This is what racing's all about.
This is
what
what
we love.
brings us back. Jet Clayton looking for number 4. Luke Willen, an Olympian.
Here he goes.
It is Jacob Bell. Looks like he might be struggling to hang on to the other two. So, but anything can happen.
I think it's very early to go there. Those two boys now are going to battle this out. There'll be a moment very shortly, I reckon within the next 40 metres, Jet will turn the afterburners on. You'll see his kick come up. Jet's on the right-hand side. Luke Willen's on the left-hand side. And then Jacob's just sitting behind now. Oh, there's some tactics. You've got to swim it straight into the other swimmers.
Yeah, this is what makes it interesting, isn't it? And,
All right, here we go. This is probably where I reckon my son will start to turn on the afterburners. So he'll be seeing the shore right now. He'll know that from at some point he's going to bring the kick in and he's going to take off like a rocket. So he's just moved up to the front. Jacob's worked his way back onto the group after that little sprint from Luke. They're very tight. This is wonderful racing. This is exactly what we love to see.
I've just been advised by Echelon Sports that Jacob Bell is going to roll the Tilden. He reckons he's too fast in the sprint finish. Oh, this is going to be a three-way dead heat. This is on, folks. This is on. If you're out there, come down, folks. Cheer them on. We've got a real race here in the 2024 Hamilton Island Ocean Sprint for the 2K. We've got Jacob Bell. We've got our 3-time defending champion, Jet Clayton. And we've got our Olympian Luke Willen, our winner from yesterday. These three gentlemen are going head to head. And I tell you, there's nothing between them. Billo, talk me through the overhead footage.
Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We are about 10 strokes away from them about to drop their hammer, and here they go. The kick's starting to come into play. Jet Clayton on the right-hand side. Luke Willen sitting in the middle. Jacob Bell sitting on the left-hand side. They're going to work their way all the way back to the shore, and there we go. The kick has started. So Jet has started his sprint. So watch out. There's a swimmer that's going to get run over here. I hope they see them coming through.
I tell you what, Billo, we've had some exciting finishes here at the Hamilton Island Swim, but I tell you what, I reckon this one's going to take the cake. It is a dead set bottler, nothing between these three gentlemen. You can throw a blanket over them. It's a Jacob Bell maybe falling off a little bit behind Luke Willen.
He is. I'm going to let you call it in from the white can. They're making their way back now. Jet Clayton's hit the front. Luke's sitting behind him. There's going to be a wave. It's all over to you, Dino.
Mate, as you mentioned, nothing between them. Okay, folks, if you're around, please come down. Let's cheer on these champions. We've got Jetty Clayton. He looks like he's got half a body to a body length in front of Luke Willen. Closely followed by Jacob Bell. It's going to be a stand-up and a running to the beach that's going to win this event this year. And Jacob, as you mentioned, your young fella, Jet Clayton, he's got the kick going. He stood up. He's the first one to take it up top. Jetty Clayton looking like he's going to go to full peak. He's talked about it. I think he's going to do it, Bill. Put your hands together for this young man, our 4-time champion, Jet Clayton 2024. Hamilton Island Ocean Swim champion, Luke Willen. You have not disgraced yourself, son. Second place. You put on an absolute rock fight, you boys. Thank you. And thank you to Jacob Bell from the mainland. Great time, Come on, you boys. 1, 2, 3. What a classy podium, Phil Clayton.
What a fantastic finish there. There was a lot of race tactics there. We split and jumped nice and early in that yellow can. He had a plan and he got through that very well. Stop down there, big fella, and have a bit of a chat.
Hey, how good. It was absolutely on like Donkey Kong. Mate, we had the overhead footage and we know it was a real race. There was a lot of tactics in it. It was dead set anyone's, mate. If you're a bookmaker, you had you all up and even money. You couldn't split up. Hand it over to the young fella, Billo. Let's have a chat to him. 4 times in a row, mate. Congratulations, well done.
Yeah, fantastic. Crap moment being the dad here and also having the opportunity to have a chat there. He's a little bit worked up there. I reckon there was a bit of a hit. There was a pretty tough swim there, that last little sprint. I tell you what, Luke really pushed you, so did Jacob. Great job. How was that last little effort, mate?
Very touchy-feely.
Oh, very touchy-feely. But that racing, that's what we love. It's going to be tight, it's going to be close. We can't get enough of that. Mate, throughout that race there, you all stuck together. You had a fantastic race. Talk us through it. Is there any parts of the race that stood out more than others?
It's just all that last from that yellow can in. It's all a mental game.
Yeah, nice work, we love that. A wonderful finish there, Jack Clayton taking out his 4th one. I'm going to move down the beach, I'm going to grab our 2nd place getter, Luke Willen, Olympic triathlete. Mate, fantastic, you took off early then, we could see on the drone footage, that was amazing race, great job.
Yeah, it was good fun out there. I just let the two boys fight each other a bit and just kind of watch back from the back and, you know, try to take my move late, but Joe's just too fast and too good. Yeah, rapid finish for him and yeah, it's good fun out there.
Yeah, we saw you take off out of the yellow can. We had some amazing footage here by the team. We had a drone footage. You turned that can, you put the afterburners on really early. Was that your plan? Were you going to try and go from a long way out?
I think so. I think like through triathlon style, I like dive into the buoy and it's, you know, first in, kind of first out, and you know, even though there's 3 of us, it's always hard to come round. Like, it's always nice to be in front and watch them have to come round you, and you know, that's what I thought I could do, and you know, it didn't quite pay off, but like, you know, then we got a bit cat and mouse there for a bit, and yeah, it was like pretty solid finish that last 100 in. You know, I went across me trying to lock off again the inside line of the last buoy, and I was like, oh, it's going to be hard from here.
Yeah, great job, fantastic. It's such a wonderful thing there for us to see races like that transpire, and not only that, to see the 3rd swimmer there, Jacob. He was in the mix the whole time. He led a lot of the race as well. He did a lot of the hard work. So I love what Luke said. He sat in behind. He got a nice free ride and a great finish there. I look forward to going back and looking at that footage, the drone footage.
Folks, put your hands together for 1st, 2nd, 3rd this morning. What a race they put on for us, those boys. And I'll tell you what, those races from Thomas Henderson, they're in 4th place. And Pete Jacobs, how good is our former Hawaii Ironman champion from 2012. Pete Jacobs taking out his age group in there at 43 nights. Just ahead of Robert Gordon and Zane Bowen finishing in 7th place. Well done to this young man on your swim squad before. Adam Schmidt there in the 20 to 21. Good on you, Adam.
Yeah, mate, there's one more person I want to interview, and that's Jacob. Mate, you swam up there, you leveled for that race there, wonderful job. Found out you've had 9 nights straight at schoolies, you rock back up.
Yeah, schoolies that caught up to me in the finish, but I was feeling pretty confident just leading it, and yeah.
Well, congratulations. Young Jacob Bell there, he's been here every year, he led a lot of that race, and Luke talked about being tactical, he sat behind, they battled it out in front, 3 of them to the finish, and young Jack Clayton getting away with his 4th win.
And I'll tell you what, folks, don't go away, we're going to be crowning our female champion for 2024. Let's see if Madam Butterfly can crack the code. I don't know if she's won here previously, the 2K, she hasn't been on the podium. We will find out very, very shortly. Big shout out to Kenneth Clark. William Rogan, who just crossed the finish line shortly in 11th and 12th place. Cliff Fairley, great race yesterday for his age group, running out the top 10 there in the men. It's like the age group there, fairly unofficial.
Well, they're still pouring in here. Trent Grimsey just about to come through now. I think he still might hold the record for the English Channel swim, so the fastest ever English Channel swim, making his way back to shore here.
That's not about next year, mate. English Channel record holder. She's started crossing the finish line about 18 every year. Here she comes, she's done it, folks! Susie O'Neill! I'll let her get a breath back. Hello? How good are you? Oh my God. Have you ever won the 2K? No, I didn't think so. I wasn't sure, but good on you, finally cracked the code. After 15 years, when I say it first, if you don't succeed, try again. Good on you, you've taken an outscape overall.
It's a hard race. Really
It was tough. You think it was those chicks that Phil Clayton going to continue and sing the stars?
I think so, yeah. Diving every 12 strokes. Big deep breaths.
You've always got it. Madam Butterfly, put your hands together for Susie O'Neill. King major events like this.
Of course I can believe it. We all believe it. We love her. She's an Australian icon, and she just shows that she never gives up. She always rocks up, and now she's also won.
Wow. How good. Anthony Lee just crossing the finish line now. Just behind Grant Austin, 2021. What was my voice, mate? Stay close, Milo. Stay close. Big shout out to our sponsors, folks. I've mentioned too much this morning. We have Cruise with Sunday. Don't forget, Cruise with Sundays have come over on the cruises. I think the last cruise leaves at around about 5 o'clock. Wild Oats, thank you, Wild Oats. AB partners, Sharon, Phil, Jake, and Stephen helping us out this morning on the audio. Thank you, guys. Express Day Man free. Don't forget, go and get your free copies. Coffee voucher in your race kits. Go and get them from Simon and Kira. They do a great job there. A big shout out to Rebo on board the ship. Tony. Lauren Fleetwood just crossing the finish line now. Well done to you, Lauren. Lauren unofficially second in the females. Well done to you, Lauren Fleetwood. And Stephanie Albert. Maybe unofficially third overall in the ocean swim this morning. Good on you, Steph. Having a great weekend. Benny Welsh, good on you, Benny. Just crossing the finish line now at 251. Margaret Henderson, good on you, Margaret. Tell you what, there was some real quality out there this morning. Right spot here.
Yeah, it has. I just need to move into range, so I can't get down there on the beach. But just exciting, Dino. It's wonderful, and obviously, being the father, it was a great sprint finish there. I love that there was some tactics. I love there was a bit of bargy. That's what racing is. That's what it's all about. Not only that, to see Susie O'Neill turn around and come back and win that race. Wow, what a great day here at Hamilton Island.
It's inspiring, isn't it? It's inspiring. Does it make you want to join the Goggles next year?
It does.
I don't mind.
I think I might jump in and do the 750 next year.
So you want people would have to look at the results and like, you know where they saw you and Susie take you both out with me.
They're still coming through across the line here. We can see that tide's dropped right out now, and they're having a dolphin dive back to shore. It makes it really tough. You've done yourself a 2K-er, and you've come across and you need to dolphin dive to the end.
Oh, magical. There she goes. She was second yesterday, and she's had another great swim today. Emily Jackson, put on her head. Having a great weekend. She's in good shape. She's going to be behind me in Taupo next year.
Well, I'm standing here, Dino, and Cheryl's just informed me it's her first ever swim in the ocean. She's only done the 750, but she said she did breaststroke, but she had a wonderful time. Now, what enticed you to jump in and have a swim? All right, there's always someone that's pointing the finger and making you do it, but that's what this is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Getting in there for the first time, completing your own course, and challenging yourself. It's great to see so many people doing this.
Oh, we love those stories, as you mentioned. That's what this event is really all about. You know, we see it time and time again on triathlon day. So many people say they're doing their triathlon for the first time. We talked about junior tri. This is what it's all about. The beauty of the island and those sort of experiences. What a way to experience it if you want to do it somewhere for your first time.
Yeah, it certainly is. And for me, it's when they cross the line, they've got their family, their friends, their husband, their wives, their kids waiting for them to cross the line. There's a massive smile on their face, and they know that they've completed the 2K, or the 750, or the 350, but it's the war stories, Dino. I keep bringing it up. The war stories are the best, especially once you have a drink in your hand. Those stories get a little bit embellished, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of them.
You're going to be hearing some more stories for the next year.
I think I can see some more stories being told to Steve Jackson down there right now. And,
we almost heard them as soon as we crossed the finish line. But you know what? You're from high school. You with all those boys. And don't worry, if anyone knows about it, get that far around the games. I'm sure it's good play.
Yeah, it's an old tactic that what happens on the course stays on the course. Exactly the same as the 20. We'll have a nice debrief. I think we'll have a lot of fun debriefing, but great experience. It's what it's all about. And for me, it's exciting that Jet got to rub shoulders with two great swimmers, being Luke Willen and the young fella there in first place that did a great job as well.
Mate, I'm just looking at one of our staff members down here, Ryan Lynch, and he's some boardings, mate. He's had a great swim. Actually, I can affect with that. I mean, I like wearing my pointy pants. This man's wearing some black baggy boards.
Well, I've got to tell you, I was walking into Refuel yesterday, he was putting the bags away and he turned them and he said, how late can you enter the swim? I said, it's open until the morning. He goes, that's it, I'm going to jump in. And there he is right now in a pair of baggy boardies. He's ripping into his watermelon. He's the bag man at Refuel and he just smashed it. He's got a grin on his face and he's stoked.
Can you let him to Speedos next year? You're going to be up 5 minutes here now.
And I'm all for the boys. Keep rocking them, brother.
Okay, Kate Hall is just crossing the finish line now. Well done, Kate. Linda Powell, Glenn Phillips, good on you ladies, showing the boys how it's done.
Yeah, Kel. There's Kelly, one of our bookkeeper for PC & Co. crossing the line, 2 arms in the air. Great job, Kel. Wonderful to see you out there having a crack.
Yeah, just ahead of Brendan McIntyre. Well done, Brendan. So many great performances out there this morning. I feel like Pete Jacobs. He embarrassed himself, didn't he?
Nah, he's a rock star. Let's not kid ourselves. Anyone who's won the Kona is an absolute rock star. You need to be the best of the best to win that race. It's a world championship event and it is by far the toughest event on the earth.
Gosh, there we go. Solomon Coates. Solo Coates.
Saw him come across yesterday in the triathlon, so he's backed up and done the double, which is great to see.
Taylor Wilkinson. First time, I'm sure we'll get this last.
Great to see the crowd down there cheering everyone on. Don't forget, guys, when you finish that swim, you might not realise, but you're still sweating out there. You need to make sure you're hydrated after. We are doing some days in the tropics. We need to make sure.
Jesse Gerard, right? Jesse Gerard. Sports yesterday, finished third last year. Triathlon, she's another great swimmer. Jesse Gerard. Lee Payne just crossing the finish line now. Don't forget, folks, if you do have a timing chip on your ankles, if you can just make sure you return those in the bucket, please. Sports Event Services. Jackie and the team do a wonderful job. Thank you, guys. If you are wondering how you performed this morning, those results they are pretty quick below. Check them out on the page. Sports Event Services.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. There's many great things happening here, and to see that makes a massive difference for them now. Look at the crowd, Dino. They haven't left. This is what it's all about. They're staying around. They're supporting their fellow swimmers. They know the 2K's hard. We're going to make sure that one of our most important things about this swim is our last swimmer. When they come in, we're going to make sure we get that reasonable browse for them.
Spot on, mate. We want to make some noise when we get our last one. So stick around, folks. Don't go anywhere. Plenty of fresh fruit, plenty of water down there. Fill those right. Make sure you hydrate. Do you want to see how you got a boat protection for you? Great idea.
Yeah, well, what happens is when you do the race, and it doesn't matter what pace you go, adrenaline gets really high, the toxins in your body when you sprint off the start, and a little bit of lactate kicks in, because again, it doesn't matter what speed. If you haven't swum before, and you dive in and swim, your lats, your arms, your triceps, everything's going to be sore, so it's a really good tip. Just swim, walk back down after you've come across the line, jump back in, make sure you're out of the way, just do a nice, easy, slow swim, roll over, do a little bit of backstroke. That's going to make you feel so much better when you wake up tomorrow morning after your heart rate.
Yeah, thanks, Philo. Don't forget, guys, stick around for the post-race recovery and the presentations. So live at lunch. 10:30 a.m.
Tell you, Dino, what about the day today? The sun's come out. Unfortunately, yesterday we just had that massive storm come through. Beautiful day here in Hamilton Island. We talked about the tide. It's dropping very fast, so those last tail enders, it's quite a long way. They're going to make their way back to the shore with a few dolphin dogs.
Yeah, it goes out very quickly, and the sun's out, man. It's absolutely beautiful. There's going to be some great photos, and make sure you go in and check them all out. There'll be Hamilton Island Endurance Series page on Instagram. Those photos are going up really, really quick. Just another one of the fine things
Majority of people do. You go onto Instagram, you scroll down just below where the heading is. There'll be a little there'll be a blue word. You click on the blue word, it'll open up all the different pages that Hamilton Island has for this weekend.
Good on you, mate. Thanks for talking me through that.
Oh, you make me laugh too. That's what it's all about. They're still pouring through, ladies and gentlemen. Our goal is to stay here. We want to keep that cheer going as they come through. We've got a big group passing through the gates right now. I can see out the back we've got our red canoe. That shows our last swimmers, so just at the yellow marker. So they've got roughly, I'd say that would be 450 metres to go from that yellow marker back to the shore. And then we can get our procession underway and we can start doing our presentation, which is going to be at the pavilion later on. 15, we're going to be shooting for that. It's all running very smooth down here. There's groups everywhere getting their photos. They're celebrating the fact that they've conquered that 2K Dino. They're very chuffed.
Race hard, you recover hard. Go and enjoy it, folks.
You want a piece of water?
I know it's like,
Oh, he's just walked past. He's coming down to you. He's going to actually do some table service. He's going to walk straight over here with the plate.
no good.
Oh, look at this. A chef walking over with a plate of watermelon just on there.
Guys, if you're having a good time, you're really enjoying this, guys. Oh, thanks, Liam and Greg. I just got to the finish line now. Boy, I want to do on in the air. Closely followed by Mel Tully, Lucy, Mark Harrison, and we have Raylene Rasmussen. Good on you, Raylene. Big shout out to the volunteers. I haven't probably mentioned that. It's really happy to mention the water. Big shout out to all our volunteers this morning. And our photography team.
What about the staff walking around the water? Geez, they do a good job. Hey, good job, legend. Yeah, it's tough. Always stand here dry on the land as soon as they just come back in. Those guys out in the water have been there for probably 2 hours now, so they're windy, it's bumping up and down, so we're very lucky to have great water safety out there, making sure that every athlete in the water or every swimmer in the water there is looked after. We can see that red canoe, it's not too far from the yellow camp, and that's how one else swimmer making their way back to shore. So.
We just saw Colin Davey. We saw Hamish Ray. Right, set for the point. We just saw Arthur Douglas to the finish line from the team. Some great swimming there. Michelle Singer, well done to you guys.
I love that. Come straight out of the swim. Who won? So everyone's quite excited to see who won. Great little race there. For me today, more than anything, I really love that drone footage. I love that we could see above it. It just showed how clear that water out there was. You were looking at turtles. I was watching my son look a little bit.
Mate, I was looking at turtles and I reckon I might go there a little bit later. I really do and we'll spot one. We'll spot a turtle out there and it'll be good fun.
I'm sure we'll find a couple of them.
Slash movie.
We're at 9:15 now, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 1 hour before we're going to start the master the ceremonies back inside. We'll get Dino up there. He'll hand out those awards for our athletes being 350 to 750 and our 2K swim.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you've had a good time, you've really enjoyed it, put it in the diary for next year. It's the 15th of November, that's the triathlon, and it'll be the 16th of November next year. Coming back, and all I wanted to do was see a lot of returning faces, and that's what the music's doing.
Yeah, well, we were actually having a chat last night. We were really good talk with Luke Willen. There's quite a few triathlon events that are going to be close together, so hopefully we'll get a few top enders here. So the world titles, the world championships for triathlon is in Wollongong in the last weekend of November. 2 weekends later is the Noosa Triathlon, and then a week later is the Hamilton Island Triathlon. So the superstars from all around the world are going to be in Australia. Fingers crossed they make the pilgrimage up. They start a Wollongong route to Noosa, and we can hopefully get a few up here at Hamilton Island next year.
Like, there's people by the time they get to Hamilton, they're fucking not here stack of course record might tumble by about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it'd be great to see, wouldn't it? Now we can look out to see, guys. We've got 2 swimmers. The red inflatable is our last. Oh no, I believe we've got one more just to go with Matt. Yeah, we do. So Matt, that's our harbour master. We've got one swimmer behind them, making their way to that middle yellow can. So I'd say that's going to be at least another 30 minutes until they get back to shore. Plenty of time to cheer them in and get themselves ready to go inside for the presentation.
How about a big shout out, Kilo 8 to our events team now. Fraser, Carissa, Steve Jackson, our race director, Alice, Hayley, Mel, you guys are doing a fantastic job. The events team, world class number 1. Thank you guys.
Yeah, I'm going to ask Steve a question down the beach there with the microphone. Mate, you're the event organiser, you've been doing this for 15 years now. Is that the first time you've had a deep water start with a swim?
Yes, it is. Yeah, we obviously used to so yeah, we've always started on the beach. But yeah, just made the judgment call today and all that comfortable with the entry, the water, the fighting with the spot. So yeah, try to keep it a bit more enjoyable, a bit safer, a bit cleaner. And yeah, I think everyone did a good job of just self-seeding and all the guns got around each other. So they all started essentially some of the athletes we had here today. So yeah, no, I think it was a good move.
Steve, you've been here from day dot. The events seem to be just getting bigger and bigger. We had a summer team triathlon. What have been your highlights? I went to your speak on the maybe some of the highlights. Identifying
Yeah, I think this weekend how well everyone did yesterday. What they signed up for, but you know, everyone just got on with it. So the spirit in which everybody presented course change yesterday was great to see. The camaraderie once they were out was still there. So that was really good. So that was a little bit company for something like me to make those calls. And then yeah, obviously it's great with the sun contrast. It's great to see how green Hamilton Island is. We've had some rain over the last few weeks. It's great when the sun's out. It's good to be able to deliver on the road show.
spot on.
Yeah, I think in terms of just the quality of we had a really close finishing swim here. A few years ago we had the Great Italian Gregorio Cup treaty and the sprint finish with our own Matt Board. And that was, it's been obviously we've had great swim fighters and just iconic swimmers total, but it's great. It's easy getting them in.
St. Gregorio's game much better than I do, but two Olympic champions at the time. Got Nick Whiteley, Darren Whiteworth about to make his way in, but yeah, that was a fantastic race, wasn't it? Gregorio, the beat-down champion at the time, Matt Hawke, the former at the time, champion, Olympic champion at the time. Both just gushing to the line there, watching the beach. That was a big special.
Here's Whiteley, still going. One of those athletes that just encapsulates what we're here for. You know, just everybody having a good time, having a crack at the race. Enjoy being out there. Yeah, I've seen him improve a lot. I've seen him lose the big shoulders, from white training. Big step for it.
I jumped off the plane there and the level of excitement when he got there and came over. It was just so funny to hear him while it was so fun. It was great.
Yeah, I great like Stephanie Allen yesterday. Both of those ladies taking the wins this weekend.
Sure, man. Yeah, both race ladies have been obstacles. Come up, highlight race. You know, whether we bring in 5 athletes or 2 athletes or not, you know, they get on with it. There's no excuses. It's just the best performance on the day. It's nice to see them both get on the top step as a reward for their loyalty.
It is. You would have seen that time and time again, Phil, like, getting rewarded for, just consistency.
Yeah, it's you keep turning up, you keep doing the job, and you're having fun. We talked about it before, I know we go on in, but she's a special girl. It is one of Australia's, she's one of Australia's icons. What she did was she with the whole country, and it's just so great to see her getting back here and mingling with us common folk, and rubbing shoulders with us, and to see her go on a win was fantastic. Look at see now, Jacko, I can't see that last swimmer. I think there they are, just behind the red canoe. So the furthest canoe out there. So probably about 100 metres short of that yellow boy. Turn around and then make their way with the wind. Geez, they'd be excited to get that free ride back to the wind.
Yeah, I reckon that's the big get out. It's going to be a whole lot easier for them.
Yeah, I'm quite lucky that my business, I have moms and dads that turn up that the one they can't go to the gym because they've injured something, they can't run because they've injured something, they come to us because we swim in the ocean, it's a lot more buoyant. I've had people turn up that have never swam behind the break, and for me, I find that so thrilling. As someone that's conquered their fear, they've taken that step forward to get out the back. When they do get out the back, there's tears. It's amazing. People get really emotional, and my job is why it's not too scary to go out there, and I find that extremely enjoyable.
The beauty of sport is the emotional side.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yesterday was probably the most emotional event when they little kid going up the block in the wind, won the lucky draw, won it last year, so we donated to the school.
Oh, River Shields, yeah, beautiful event.
Great parenting.
Yes, it is.
Mum and Dad just said, I'll take that. Well, we're not too far away, guys. Remember, you need to keep hydrated after that race. We are in the tropics. It is very warm. Make sure you get plenty of fluids into them. I know there's some people that might want to go up there and try their couple of margaritas or beers later on, but make sure you get some fluids in before you start that. You don't want to wake up tomorrow feeling too worse for the wear. 2 kilometres is a long way. As much as you think you're not sweating, you would be sweating in that water, so you need to rehydrate. Once we do that, we're going to get our last swimmer back in. We want to keep a few people down on the beach because it's very important that we bring them home. It's all about cheering them on. They just made their way around that last bend, so they are on the last stretch coming back in. Very fortunate here at Hamilton Island and before safety. They will stay out there until the very last person makes their way back to the shore. I think we might even get our winner of the Open 2K down there. Then the tail ender with a medal when they cross the line. So Jenny Clayton, if you're around, we'd love to see you down on the beach. We'd love you to present the last swimmer to come in to the middle.
Sounds like a planned tradition. Still doing this.
How good's the water, bro?
How good's the insurance?
You need a drink? Right. Okay.
Thanks, mate, because we're going really well up here. I should get a deck chair and just sit down and relax. We're having a good time. We're not too far away, team. We can see them coming through now. They're just coming up to that white boy. We're just going to run through a list of names coming across the line.
Julie Wayway.
Good on you, Jules. Jules over from the mainland over there, really beach. Jules Wayway. We wait. I finished third yesterday in the upper time of her age group. She's got that much. She's in good shape, Jules. She's good egg. Lovely, lovely soul.
Look at those teams down on the water's edge getting their photo. A little bit of bragging rights to the guys in the office back home. They want to show that they're up here on a tropical island. They've just finished their 2K. They feel $1 million.
Why wouldn't you? I want to get my with you, mate. Finish up.
I want to get one with the events team. They're the backbone of this whole event here, and they walk around with a big smile on their face. Make sure they tick all those boxes and they get everything done. It's quite funny being a competitor, and I can say this. You don't think about anything that happens behind the scene. You rock up, you pick the bag up, you get yourself ready and you warm up, but you do not think about what's happened at the back end. This doesn't start 2 days or 3 days ago. This starts 10 months ago. That's how long the planning starts.
So true. So true. Just lost the finish line now. Good on you, Paulo. All right. 70 plus. Good on you, Paul. Stick around for the presentation. 30 breaks.
Full of water. Yes, it certainly has. We've bumped up to about probably 26, 27 knots right now, and it's even. There's no squall, so it's a nice even easterly blowing back in. That's going to get a little bit stronger as the afternoon goes. I think we've got 2 more days of easterlies, and then it swings northeast, so that means it's being straight on shore.
There's no squirrels. Did you say squirrels or squirrels on the squall?
Just don't mind the next little wind coming back in.
Come on, boys, let's make some noise. We haven't got too many more competitors left out there to go on. I think we've only got 2 or 3 that are across the finish line. And we've just got Barbara rolling out. Barbara just crossing the finish line. 4. Folks, and we've got Mark out there. Mark's just driven all the way, or not just, I guess. Mark's just driven. Josh, Mark has driven from Margaret River over in WA. He's from this event. Mark, if you're out there, come and have a chat to us. Tell us what the driver's like.
Hey, well, that's a long way. What about the commitment? We might this guy a bit of a trouble prize.
Are you there? Mark, 151. Hello, mate. Drive over from WA. How many days did it take you? That's not too bad. Where did we go by? Good on you. And what did you drive? You were in camp then or something, or just a car? Mate,
I recommend it because when you fly this out, it's like away.
mate, I can totally relate to that. It's great advice. What's the next stop? You're a kid, so you're just backing up and going to make your bus up. Mate, I think my word's been inevitable. You are an absolute legend, Mark. Put your hands together for Mark. All the way from Margaret River, Philly.
What a great story, I tell you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, amazing to think that he's driven that far. Our last swimmer is just way back into the shore. He's just about to go past the last boy and then they're going to work their way up. Let's get down here. We want to make sure there's a nice big cheer.
Yeah, he's right. He's right, folks. If you can make your way down to the beach, we'd love that. We'd love to do an arch for this fine competitor. He's making their way to the beach. Oh, doesn't that help? I love that, Philo. When you can get up and feel the sand on your feet. This is good. This is good. Come on, you're not far to go now. Come on, yeah, you can hear me.
It's recommended.
100, you're 100, maybe 120 out. Come on, guys, let's get down here. Let's make it up. We do it every year.
Sorry, we are going to.
Stick to tradition. Our winner, Jeff Blake, will be crowning our last place getter with his big medal. Gold.
Oh, here comes the boil on the beach. Watch out for him. He's moving fast.
Go Fraser! Go Fraser!
If you can hear me there, I can pop up the twisting a little bit.
Really sore.
Maybe if you've got Eye of the Tiger, you can get it ready, get it cheered up. We want to get a vibe down here for this last competitor.
He's pretty excited. I think I heard someone say it might be Ian. Is that Ian coming through out there? Oh. All right, let's get down and give him a cheer. Not too far away now. Not only that, congratulations and thank you very much to Water Safety. Followed him the whole way in there. We're very lucky to have a wonderful crew. Great job, buddy.
Come on, guys, make some noise for Ian. I believe it's Ian. How good?
Oh, they made the tunnel for him. This is what it's all about.
This is what it's all about.
Looks like we've got our 2024 champion, Jet Blake. He's going to hand over the medal. Nice touch from Jet. A tradition at Ironman Kona at the World Champs. The winners still hand over, so nice touch from Jet.
Come on, boys, put your hands together for Ian from Sunny Coast. 79 years young. Absolutely amazing. Going to get his breath back and we'll have a word with the young man very, very shortly.
Oh, great stuff. What a way to finish, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get down there. Dino's just about to do an interview. We've had a wonderful weekend here. Our triathlon hits today, moving it today into our swim. That's a real quick interview. Looks like he needs to get his breath back. He's getting some orders off the boss there, Fraser. So Dino, give us a little rundown. Let's get some history on this young man.
Charles, and a bit of water. I do have a bit of great information on him. I believe his name is Ian. And Ian is from the sunny coast. And he's right here, 79 years young. Hello, mate. How is it? Is it your first time here?